it's Mrs. Hewing here with another Central School Book Chat. I know we're getting close to summer vacation, but before you completely give up for this school year, let's get some more books in. The first book I want to talk to you about today is part of the Carol Marsh Mystery Series. Now, this one is called The Mystery at Dracula's Castle. Really kind of exciting, a little bit spooky here. In this book, a grandma and grandpa find out that Dracula's castle is up for sale in Transylvania. So they go ahead, pack themselves and their two grandkids, Grant and Christina, up and take them to see if Dracula's castle would make a good vacation home for grandma to ride in and for grandpa just to sit and read. While they are there, of course, the kids go out exploring the castle. They find some mysterious passages, some hidden doorways that no one else seems to know about, and at the same time someone keeps leaving mysterious messages warning the family to leave and never return. It's a great mystery, and you'll learn a little bit about Count Dracula. Up next, I have The City of Ember by Jean Duprat up here. I'm really excited about this one because this is actually on the 2019 Blue Stem Award list, so it's a fabulous book I've already gotten started reading. In this one, the City of Ember lives in darkness. They have electricity just by a generator and the street lights. Now, Ember is a little bit different than what I would normally think in the world because they do not have daylight. It is always dark. The builders who first created the City of Ember left directions for what should happen if they ever need to leave the city and how to escape. But these directions have since been lost. And the problem is the generator's starting to fail. There have been blackouts, times without any power at all, and they live in a place that is completely black. There is no sunlight. The food is starting to run out. How are the people of Ember going to survive? Well, we have two characters that think there must be another city, a place they can escape to, but no one believes them. Up next, I have Matt Christopher's Long Stretch at First Base. Matt Christopher is a fabulous sports author. He's got books on baseball, soccer, football, almost any sport you name. In this one, Bobby Jameson is playing baseball, and he knows that his older brother Kirby is a fabulous baseball player. Bobby just wishes Kirby would try a little harder. He can't seem to understand why he can't hit any better than he does. But he's an excellent first baseman. Now it's time for the league to choose the all-star players who will get to travel to their local World Series or Pee Wee World Series. And Bobby is convinced that his brother Kirby is going to be picked, but Kirby is about to give up on baseball. So Bobby has to do everything he can to convince Kirby to stick with it and to help Kirby play better. Next up, I have Survivor Fire, Chicago 1871 by Kay Dewey and K.A. Bale. Now this kind of reminded me a little bit of some of the I Survived books by Lauren Tarshish. In this book, we have two main characters. We have Nate and Julie, who are surviving the Great Chicago Fire. Now, the problem is this fire starts spreading, and it's spreading throughout all of Chicago, and everything is about to burn down. Now, Nate's kind of a streetwise kid. He's not very rich, but he's out running around all the time. Julie, however, is very, very wealthy, hardly ever gets to go out on her own, and sadly gets separated from her father. Along the night, Julie gets kidnapped by some people who are convinced that if they bring Julie safely home to their daddy, they will get a handsome reward. Not only do they have to worry about the fire, but Nate has to find a way to go out and try to save Julie. Next up is Barry from the Dog Diaries series by Katie Climo. This is a fabulous book, completely told from the point of view of Barry the Saint Bernard. He is a rescue dog in the Alps mountains, and his job is to go out and save people. It starts out with Barry as a puppy, and you get to learn about his experiences living in the basement when one of General Napoleon Bonaparte's men wanted to try to adopt him and take him away. It continues on to his first experiences with snow and some of his experiences where he goes out into the snow digging and hunting and searching for people who have been buried in avalanches, travelers who have gotten lost. It's a fabulous story about Barry and his life. Next up is another mystery here. This is the first book in the Keepers of the School series. It's called We Are the Children. It is by Andrew Clements. Now, in this book, Ben's school is about to be torn down and replaced by an amusement park. Now, normally, most kids would love this and think this is fabulous. No more school, an amusement park. Unfortunately, though, before this can happen, there's some kind of horrible accident with the janitor. He breaks his leg and then he dies mysteriously. Ben happened to be there with him when the janitor broke his leg, and the janitor left this coin to Ben, entrusting him with the secret of the school and making sure that Ben can do everything he can to protect his school and make sure it's taken care of. Ben starts investigating things and starts to find out that maybe there's something more going on here than he originally knew. I'm going to end up with a couple of picture books today. The first book I have is part of the You Wouldn't Want To series. Now, this one is You Wouldn't Want to Live Without Toilets, written by Fiona McDonald. And I'm going to tell you, after reading this book, I am so thankful we have toilets. Lots of factual information in here about the invention of toilets. But even before that, the beginning toilets and what can happen if you do not have toilets. Very disgusting. I don't want to get into the details, but you are going to love this book. The last one I have for you is called Scary Creatures Rats by Dr. Gerald Legg, Mark Bergen, and Bob Hershey. Now, a very interesting story with lots of factual information about rats and the history of rats. For instance, do rats make good pets? Well, you'd have to read to find out. You're going to learn about the different types of rats and the different things that rats can do. Pretty amazing book. All right, those are 8 new books that you can check out here at the Central School Library. Can't wait to see you. Thanks.